Hey, good evening, everybody. How are you? This is you, two-time GM of the year, current Pan Am Cup champion, three straight playoff appearances, hopefully, and host of the TPFF KAL show. I got my DC Defenders jersey, and I got to wear a whole lot of Eagle stuff this week after the 49ers blasted us. But hopefully, we're going to beat the Cowboys on Monday night. And I guess I'm going to be a big Seahawks fan as they go up against Seahawks going to San Fran and see if they can get a win there. But crazy night last night. Crazy night in the Bengals Jaguars game. I don't think anyone expected that win to overtime. And what really happened is, the TPFFKL, what happened was it, completely flipped on some things. Just to get everything over, shake and bake. Congratulations, Bowser. Your first win against TOD in 3 years. Me and Bowser have fought in the playoffs. I think we played twice in the playoffs. The first year we played for third and fourth place. The year before that, we played in the semifinals. And I think every single game I beat Bowser by the margin has been 10 points or less. And most of the time it's been 5 points or less. But once again, this one is 10 points or less. Bowser gets the win for the first time ever. I am waiting for that crayon strategy guide, young man. Please send that along. I want to hear all your strategies on how to beat the team of destiny. But congratulations on your win, Bowser. I'm proud of you. You're one of my favorites to win next week. Waffle Bowl really quickly. Let's get to that. Red Sharks beat Semi-Automatic. Gronk Donks beat Donks for life. Danny, you got to get your shit together. All right? You got to get your shit together. I'm actually thinking about asking Champ to be your co-GM because you don't know what the fuck you're doing. Get your shit together, Danny. Get off the poker table. Start playing fantasy football. You play Division I college basketball, my man. Fantasy football should be fucking easy. Just do it. Just do it. That's all you got to do. All right? But you're going to Waffle House, Danny. That's what it's looking like. You are going to Waffle House. It looks like you're going to be the winner of the Waffle Bowl. Congratulations. That's something to be proud of. You're going to be eating waffles for 12 hours straight. I love saturated fat. It's great. Back to what matters. The playoffs, all over the place. I put something out earlier. I wasn't completely right with that. Let me get right here. TDK, great season. All they have to do is play and win. Semi-automatic, the one team versus the 12 team next week. They are in. They're going to win the regular season. They're going to get a first round bye. 3 years straight regular season winner. TDK, congratulations, Jimmy. Got to get that cup this year, my man. Got to get the cup this year. That 30 specials coming out. COC was not looking good last night. Needed a big game from Jamar Chase and got one. Unbelievable. Comes all the way back. Beats TDK. They are now in second place and kind of control their own destiny to get a bye. They're going to need to beat TOD next week and get an FJTK loss, or they're going to need to beat TOD and they can still get in with an FJTK win as long as they score, as long as they don't get outscored by FJTK by 10 points. That's a big one to watch. Going to be interesting. TOD and COC play each other next week. That's going to be the game of the week. FJTK, their playoff, what they need to get in is they need a TOD win, and for them to win, and they will get the second seed. TOD will need to beat COC, and they will need IFT to beat FJTK to get the second seed. The Seadawgs, no possible way for them to get the second seed. I put that on there, but since that, they're one game behind of the front runners, they're not going to be able to get the second seed. They're going to have to battle back. They're going to have to win a wild card and get their way to the Pan Am Cup. Virginia Seadawgs. Brian's actually talking. We heard from him. We heard from him for the first time because he won for the first time in 3 weeks. Congratulations, Brian. Another close one. 146 to 139. Was looking a little shaky for Brian at the beginning. Joe Mixon was on a roll. IFT was battling back, but Kirk went out. But big game by Ingram. Lawrence did just enough before he got injured. Seadawgs get the win. And they are now in 5th place, tied with the Rock Throwers. The Rock Throwers. This is crazy. This is crazy about the Rock Throwers. They won their first 4 games. They lost their next 5, and they won their last 4 games. Neil gets in the playoffs. He's my vote for GM of the year. I've been saying that all year long. He gets in. He's my vote for GM of the year. We're not getting him on the show because he's shy and afraid of Robin or something. But he gets in. He's going to be my vote for GM of the year. It's not going to be that easy for him to get in. Rock Throwers need a win. They're going up against the Red Sharks this week. That should be fairly easy for them to get. However, they are going to need the Gronk Donks to beat the Virginia Seadawgs. It could happen. It could happen. Anything can happen in fantasy football. Champ still has some players on his team. It's not like he totally shit-piled his entire team, so he does still have some players. Rock Throwers get in. If that happens, the Seadawgs are still more than likely to get in, as they have a 40-point lead over IFT. Seadawgs would take the 6th spot. Rock Throwers would take the 5th spot. If the Seadawgs win, the Seadawgs will take the 5th spot. IFT will take the 6th spot. And the Rock Throwers' last way for them to get in is they would need a win, and they would need a TOD loss, and for them to outscore TOD by 55 points. That's going to be a tough scenario, but there's been plenty of times where, you teams outscore by 55 points. So the points are going to come into effect probably this week. This is, one of the big reasons why, getting points is a big deal, because at the end of the year it comes. I mean, one league, it's, one $500 league where there's, there's so many wild playoff scenarios still at the end, and it really is going to come down to points. There's going to be like 4 or 5 teams all with like the same record, like a 7-6 record, and it's going to come down to who has the most points. So, that's one thing, is it's always good to rack up those points. Wins are the most important thing. Getting wins in fantasy football is the most important thing. But if it is kind of like college football, if you can run up the score, it could be, you can run up the score. 4 teams in first place in the TPFFKL. That's got to be exciting. 4 teams in first place at the end of 13 weeks as we head into the Wild regular season. The playoffs are going to be exciting. We have 7 teams for 6 playoff spots right now. Like I said, the top 2 seeds are going to be heavy favorites. They only have to win 2 games in a row to win the Pantheon Cup. They do not have to win 3 games in a row. Winning 3 games in a row in the playoffs against good teams is extremely hard to do. It can be done. It's extremely hard to do. So those 2 seeds, I am 80% sure that the winner is going to come out of those 2 seeds. One of them is going to be Jimmy. So whoever gets that 2nd seed is probably going to end up being the Pantheon Cup champion. Anyway, please get together with Robin, myself, if you want to be on the show. Hopefully we'll get some guests. We'll talk some fantasy football. Hopefully we'll get the commissioner on soon. Couple things to talk to him about, trade backs and fees and shit like that, which we'll talk to him about. Gonna try to get James on the show too very soon. Still trying to get Brian back on the show. Neil, I'm just giving up on Neil. I give up on him. I'm just giving up. I got excited for a little bit, like he might come on, but he's just, I don't know. He's too cool for us. He'll chat in that chat box, but you want to get him in person, forget it. Anyway, my name is Freddie Ewan. I hope you guys have a great night. Make sure you pick up those players on the waiver wire tonight. Stack up, because the final week's coming. Have a great night, everybody. Bye-bye.